All right, Perry, so we're inside of TweetLater. If you can just kind of give a quick demo, I guess, of how you would go about using this to set up your tweet blocks.
Hey, this is going to be kind of cool because it's going to prove to everybody I really don't use a lot of automation tools. So I'm doing this for your benefit. But I do have an account at TweetLater. I set it up 100 years ago. I used to use it for auto replies, auto follow replies. I don't do that anymore. But some people still do. That's what I used it for. I don't do that anymore either. But
yeah, and I don't recommend that you do auto follow replies either. I think that they're kind of obnoxious and they don't really get a great result. And sending people an auto follow reply that sends them over to a squeeze page is like one of the worst things you could do. So anyway.
Well, I'm going to go right here and it says please log in. So I'm going to log in right there. And now I'm inside my account. So it gives you a couple of options. I usually don't use the other one, so I just say go to this one, manage my scheduled tweets.
And just so we're clear, this is a totally free service, right?
Yeah, it is. Now they have a professional version that I've not been inside of it yet, so I can't recommend it or not recommend it. I know it does do some pretty groovy stuff, but I really only.
But you don't need it to do what we're showing you how to do.
Not at all. So you just go to manage my scheduled tweets. You click on there, and it's going to bring up. What's going to do for you here is bring up a list of accounts. Now, if I had multiple Twitter accounts in here, it would bring up multiple Twitter accounts. When I set up my account, it just asked me for my account, my password. You can give them your Twitter password. Unfortunately, with Twitter, the way their API is set up, you have to give them your Twitter password in order for it to work. Okay, so
but that's all that we're not showing the account setup process, but literally you would just say, add account, and then you would say account name, password, and that's it.
That's it.
There's no extra funny stuff that needs to happen.
A couple minutes to set up. So now you've got your account set up here. It's Perry Belcher. And actions, so tweets, distribute. I just use tweets. So all it's going to do, this is the simple. I'd love to make this complicated, but it's really stupid simple. You can go write a new tweet on Perry Belcher, and then all you're going to do is enter your tweet here. You can shorten a URL here if you need to. It'll bring you up a URL shortening service. You type in your tweet, whatever you want it to say, and you have some options down at the bottom. You can save it as a draft so that you have it. Now, one cool thing about TweetLater, I will say that's pretty cool, is you can save drafts of tweets. And the only reason they have this option down here of send it right now is because sometimes you might want to go into your drafts, pull one up, and send it right now.
Yeah, so for example, if you've got your disguised content that you're going to be sending out on a regular basis, that you might want to go in there and save it as a draft because that way you don't have to retype it in every time.
Yeah, exactly. So, but you have a couple choices. So you have a couple choices. You can publish it right now, and I think the only reason you possibly want to do that is if you had drafts in there, because it kind of defeats the purpose
of tweeting later.
Of TweetLater if you're tweeting now, right? You should call that tweet now, or maybe just Twitter. And so
I think they have that already.
Yeah, so you can go here. The next option is to publish in so many minutes, hours, days, or weeks from now. So you can just set up. I want to publish this tomorrow. I want to publish this in an hour, and that may be a reason that you want to do that. I don't know. The other thing is, this is the only one that I really ever would use, would be setting out a specific time. And basically what happens when you do that, it sets you up a schedule, a tweet schedule. And you'll see it when you go back over. If we look back, I don't have one, so it's hard for me to show you because I don't have any of this stuff. But normally it would let you view your schedule. If you remember, when we were back on the other page, it said view my scheduled tweets.
Right.
So it'll show you what you got upcoming. It's a lot like an autoresponder system. And then you hit the save button and you're done. And then Twitter will log into your account at this specific time and they'll send that tweet.
Yeah, and if you recall, I talked about how you should be sending these tweets, about every minute or so. So what you would want to do is you would want to go in there, you would want to schedule, you would want to go to your morning block, so you might have your morning block go out at 8:30 in the morning, and you'd have your first one go out at 8:30, your next one go out at 8:31, your next one go out at 8:33, and you'd schedule all your morning block, and then you'd go out for the afternoon block, and you'd schedule them there. For the evening block, you'd schedule them there, and you could literally, if you wanted to be prepared enough,
5 minutes in the morning, you probably do the whole day.
Yeah, 5 minutes in the morning, you do it the whole day, or if you just want to do it on a Sunday, you could probably build out the entire week.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have.
And then you could
by Friday, you would be updating really.
And then you could log in every now and then and fill in with real conversation, because I think you really need that.
Well, yeah, and that's what I do that also, and that's my recommendation. I will go into Twitter and I will actually start.
There are people going to send there are people going to send harpoons to me because I've told so many people not to do this.
Well, but you're still telling them.
I'm still telling them not to do it. But there are some people that have real time constraints, and I understand that. So, and you want to get involved, I understand why you want to do it.
Yeah, and the biggie again for my purposes, Twitter is a means to an end. This is how one of the methods we're using to build our list. So the more automated we can get it, the less I have to do it. Hey,
because you're just a
thrilled.
capitalist pig.
I am indeed a capitalist pig. Well, thank you for this quick tour of TweetLater, and we'll see you in the next video.